Vatos, thanks again for tuning into yet another video. Infamous coming at you live from the West Coast yet again, out here in San Jose, California. I am on my lunch. Just had a big old feast of chicken and rice, and man, I'm stuffed. Oh, anyways, let's get on with the topic of today's video. I just saw Blockhead's video. It was sent to me by one of the subscribers or one of the viewers. In one of the comments, somebody sent me a video about the Lowrider ST, and it's something that, you know, it's something that's trending right now. You know, there's a lot of hype. People are wondering about it, and there's some myths going around. And based off the video, Blockhead's video, I'd say, you know, there's a little BS, a little bit of BS, not a lot. Sorry, there's a little bit of BS in that video from the design team. So let's just say, you know what, I spoke to somebody in corporate as well. You know, this was during the demo event here in California. You guys remember? I spoke to some of you guys in the comments, and I was just, you know, mentioning that the coordinator, the event coordinator that works for corporate Harley, he was telling me other things. All right, not what. Enough rambling about that. Just wanted to say, I don't think you know, Blockhead is misleading anybody or anything like that. I think he's just, you know, he's just interviewing the design guy on that video. I'm not sure who he is or what he is, the employee of Harley, but he's just providing some information, and he's letting Harley, you know, do all the talking. But from what I heard, I call it's a little bit of BS. You know, typically when you get a product or a new model, you guys see this quite often. Typically you get the higher end model out first. Now the ST is a different story. The ST is basically a completely new model. It's completely different. The front end, the fairing, that's all brand new. A lot of the components on the ST are new. So there's gonna be some production issues, you know, especially since we're still dealing with, you know, shortages and, you know, stuff like that. There's still, I mean, there's still a real case of shortages. So if you're having a shortage of you know, semiconductors, chips, you're gonna focus on your, you know, your better selling models, your vehicles, or your higher end ones. You're gonna lean a little bit heavier towards, you know, the STs, the baggers, and I would say if they could, they would have, if they had the supply of fairings and, you know, everything else. Now, if they could, they would have made the STs their priority during manufacturing, of course, because, you know, they can sell those bikes for a lot more than your basic, you know, Street Bob 114 or your basic Lowrider S 117. So I'm pretty sure they would have they would have given the priority to the higher end models. But like I said, there's a shortage of parts and components and goods. So based off what I was told by the corporate employee of Harley, based off what I was told, they just didn't have some of the parts for the ST. So I'm guessing from what I was told the 2023 Lowrider ST was gonna have that same speedo as the 117, the base model, the Lowrider S. Yeah, they just don't have sufficient speedos, or, you know, it's a new component, it's a new mount. It looks like it's from the Sportster, but I'm not too sure. And I know the speedo is from the Fat Bob. So I mean, yes, they are going to be recycling some of these parts, you know. So the only new thing on the Lowrider ST is the fairing, and I guess something to do with the front end. Wow, there's a lot of cops out here today. I wonder why. So anyways, yeah, I mean, I think that's a little bit of a lie. Supposedly the design, nobody really wants that Street Bob clamp. You want to have full you know, gauges, so you know your RPMs, where you're at, you know, information, you know, just stuff like that. Or for, you know, typically on a touring bike, you want full gauges. You know, that's just me. Most of you guys also agreed with that. Like I said, that's what, you know, this is what I was told by the event coordinator. They're probably going to be switching that on the 2023. There's just a shortage of goods. And I think a lot of you guys in the comments as well, a lot of you guys mentioned that a lot of the parts on the ST just, you know, doesn't really make sense, and it's just those minor stuff, those minor parts. So then in the comments as well, you know, some of you guys mentioned this is just Harley's greed on limiting and, you know, making the Lowrider ST a little bit more sought out for, because it's, you know, it's limited. There's not going to be a lot of them available this year, 2022. That's mainly because of the shortage of goods. And some of you guys think this is just you know, corporate greed, and I believe that's not really the case. I mean, maybe, probably, I guess. I mean, you know what, I just don't know. I think a lot of the folks that are going to be making you know, an extra buck or a little bit more profit are the dealers. The dealers are the ones that are making that extra money. Now Harley is making a little bit, you know, in the back end. If someone were to finance all that markup, then yes, Harley is, you know, making a cut. They're making a percentage off of that markup, if, you know, if the people are financing it. But if someone's using their credit union, somebody is using, you know, somebody's paying cash, then Harley's not seeing that that profit of, you know, having a limited amount of bikes out there. So I don't think that's the case. I think it's just a shortage of goods, and I think the dealers are the ones that are kind of exploiting you know, this. I mean, it's happening everywhere, guys. Every manufacturer, every dealership, everybody's doing it. I mean, it's everywhere. Everybody's exploiting this pandemic. So that's that. Another myth that I've heard, and this one's been going around in the Facebook group, people are claiming that the 117 has a stage 2, and that is not true, guys. The 117 has a stock cam, so it's actually comparable to the 114. If I remember right, I don't plan any of these videos, of course. Off the top of my head, if I remember right, the 114 has a 350 cam. The 117 has a 433. I think it's a 433 cam, and that's, you know, that's comparable to CVO 117. So no, it does not have a stage 2. Harley would not be giving out stage 2 V twins. It wouldn't. And I think the reason why people think it's got a stage 2 is because it's a 433. The actual torque cam on a 114 is actually a 467. Is that right? No, a 457. It's one of those. All right. So torque cam on a 114 is, you know, it is above 400, but it's a I think it's a 457 or something like that. So technically, no, it does not have a stage 2. Harley would not be giving away stage 2s, and that would actually cost Harley and the dealers thousands of dollars if they were to ship you know, these bikes with stage 2s. So it's not in Harley's interest to be giving away you know, stage 2. So that's a myth. It does not have a cam in it. That's just, I mean, that's just it's a stock cam, and it's comparable to a 114 350. So, you know, that's one of those myths. Other than that, I don't think there's anything else other than, yeah, I mean, just that. So no, it does not have a stage 2. All right, so I think that's pretty much it. I think I just wanted to say a couple things. There was also something in my head that I wanted to discuss and talk about. Hold on, give me a minute. You know what, I can't remember. There was something else. And, you know, I just think about this stuff while I'm at work, and then on my lunch or right after work, and by the time I come up with little points, I don't write anything down. So by the time I come around making the videos, I forget. So if I can't think of it and if I can't remember it, I'll leave it I mean, if it pops up during editing, I'll put it in the description, or I'll put it in the actual video and text or whatever. So thanks for tuning in to yet another video. You guys just stay out there, stay safe, don't believe everything you read, life's a risk, get out there and ride. Later.